comical from that homeschool life. I got Bob the Builder with me and my Minnie. Well, now you can't see Minnie because Bob the Builder's in the way. And there's a dog over here to my left. Can't see her, but she's there. So, hey, how's everybody doing? Today, we are going to talk. Look, I'm going to move my head because Bob the Builder's head's in front of Minnie's head. And yeah. Anyway, today we are going to talk about field trips. Yay! Ah! That's, y'all supposed to say, yay!
Yay!
Anyway, so, as you know, most states require you to have at least 180 days worth of lesson. Now, most of your curriculum is going to have around 140 to 170 lessons. So there's quite a few things that you have to fill in if your state checks attendance and makes you report all this stuff and Bob the Builder still says hi. But you got to fill in some days. There's some days here in Louisiana. We don't, if we're not seeking state approval, we do not have to turn in our days. So we do have the 180 day or 180 lesson, 180 day requirement if you seek state approval. If you don't, you just tell how many kids are in your school or whatever. I got 2, Bob the Builder and Minnie. But anyway, so what do you do with those extra days? Oh, sorry, baby. I didn't mean to scratch you. That probably hurt. I just scratched my doggy. And there's the old man doggy, too. I got both, the whole crew's in here, except for the hubby. He's at work. Anywho-haw. So, what do you do with those extra days? Well,
have fun.
Have fun. Fill them with field trips. So, today we're going to talk about field trip ideas. And I got the kiddos, Minnie and Bob the Builder, here to help me talk about them. So, first I'm going to ask them, giggle boxes, what was y'all's favorite field trip that y'all done? Minnie, what can you think?
Does it count with the other homeschool group?
Yeah. Mama,
it we went to the barn and they threw us out of the barn.
Okay.
Wait, Mama, does it count as the Polar Express?
Sure, we count Polar Express because we went to the North Pole, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's your favorite field trip, Bob?
Yeah.
Bob?
Polar.
You gotta tell this heavy child to stop sitting on me.
Bob, come sit by me. Get off of Minnie. You're squashing Minnie. Minnie Mouse is gonna die.
He's the same size as me.
Okay, so what Minnie was talking about was a couple of years ago we went to a farm up in North Louisiana in a town called Dixie. How appropriate, right? So we went to Dixie, Louisiana, and we went to. Hey, they can hear y'all giggling.
I know,
they can't
he's
hear me.
doing that.
We went to Dixie and we went to a farm up there where they normally, I guess, do soybean and cotton and rice. I don't know what all they grow there. Anyway, but they set up this one area and they have a huge pumpkin patch and they have an inflatable jumpy thing, not a bounce house. It's like a big pillow, a jumpy pillow. And
it's called the big green thing.
No, it wasn't.
It's the big green thing.
I thought it was called the jumpy
No, it's
thing.
the green jump thing.
Okay, the green jump thing. It was just an air pillow. Anyway, they had that, and they had horse rides, and they had pig races.
And you could make butter.
And you got to make butter.
Wait, Mom, what was that at?
That was in Dixie.
Let's go
Dixie
there
Farms.
again.
At Dixie
Let's go
Farms.
to there again.
Okay. Anyway, and they had a hayride, and on the hayride, they got to make butter. So our group was really large. We were with a different homeschool group there, and we got on 2 separate trailers for the hayride, and we went to the pumpkin patch. And on the way to the pumpkin patch, they gave us a little container of whipping cream, and whichever. I'm gonna get you. Stop licking and biting me, y'all. And on the way to the pumpkin patch in the back, whichever trailer won shook their whipped cream into butter. Fastest won. Okay, that was a stupid explanation, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, and what Minnie was talking about is they had a barn loft, a make-believe barn loft. And they attached you to a harness. They put you in a harness and attached you to it, and you went 1, 2, 3, jump. And
they
went
would pick you up.
swinging over. Anyway,
So if you were big enough, they would let you walk off. But I was one of the smaller people because at the time I was like 54 pounds, as much as Bob the Builder.
Oh my!
So they picked me up and threw me.
Yeah, they picked me up and.
Oh, it stinks.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Oh my!
You're gonna have to.
And they think that I'm gonna edit this.
I can edit it.
No, it's going on. Anyway, so okay, let's get back to field trips. So field trips, that leaves you, approximately, 30 to 40 days, depending on what your curriculum covers, for field trips. Anyway, so what can you do for field trips? Well, really, it's any kind of learning experience, whatever you as the teacher or parent can find something in learning. It can be as simple as taking them to the grocery store and helping them budget. That's sugar. Or helping them budget. And following your list and things like that, knowing how to map the store, so to speak. It can be as little as going to the gas station, and for math, you can not tell them how much you're paying per gallon of gas, and they can do the division to figure it out. So, or you can do it the opposite way and tell them it costs this much and we got this much. It's this much per gallon and we got this many gallons. How much? You can do math. That's a field trip. It doesn't have to be some big, outrageous thing. But we come here with a few ideas to share, right? So, I'm going to do a few basic ones and then I'll let her do the more fun ones, I guess you could say.
You're doing the ones that everybody has around them, right?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
And I'm doing the ones that they may or may not.
Yeah. So, like I said, grocery store, gas station. What about the post office? We did a field trip with the post office. If you talk to the postmaster, maybe they could show you how the post office works in your area.
That's fun.
That was kind of neat. It was interesting. We are in a small town, so it's not huge, and like you could tell the guys, well, I live at this address, which slot does my mail go in? And so they would show it to us. So that was pretty cool. You could do a fire station. We only have volunteer fire stations here in our town, but sorry, my face itches, and these kids are on camera and they act like they have to show off.
He's jumping on me. Tell Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder, chill out. See, we all have kids. They do this. It's nothing's perfect. That's the beauty of my homeschool channel. That homeschool life. Guess what? Nothing's Pinterest worthy or anything or Instagram. It's fine. Okay, anyway, back to field trips. Post office, fire department. What about your police station? I bet somebody would show you around the police station or the sheriff's department. Maybe not the jailhouse. That may be kind of...
That was fun, though.
We went to a jail. No, that's
the
different
haunted
jail.
one.
I'm talking about a working jail.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So, not that you want to go to the detention center and see anyone, but, maybe show them how that works. What about an EMS? Like, Med Express or something like that. What about using that? Me and my husband have a friend who is a pilot for Air Evac. He is the helicopter pilot. That would be a cool field trip to get him to land somewhere and he could teach our kids about the helicopter. Matter of fact, I think I may ask him about that. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, grocery store. What about the library? And I don't mean going out and checking out books. Talk to the coordinator of the library, the head librarian, and ask about getting them to teach the children the old school ways about how the library works. Using the cart catalog, how to look up books from the cart catalog, or if you look it up online and need to know how to find where that's at. What the nonfiction call numbers mean, like what each section means. Things like that. What about your reference section of the library? Get them to show you how to use that. Different things. There's so many different things that they could do at the library. Let's see. What else do we have in our small town?
Downtown.
Okay, tell us what we're going to do downtown.
Check out all the weird stores that nobody goes to.
How is that a field trip?
Because you get to see stuff. that not a lot of people see. Calm down, Bob.
Okay. I don't know if that will qualify, but we'll make it work somehow. That's the beauty of it. Make it work. If you have a local farm, farm. Let me say that correctly. Farm. Like we have a dairy in about an hour and a half south of us and about an hour north of us that is a dairy farm. And it's hard to get the field trip there, but maybe you have one that's easier to get in touch with and do a field trip with. Try it out. There's so many different things that, like, if you just think outside of the box, which she's going to tell you about box field trips, but if you think outside the box, there are lots of things that can turn into a field trip and a learning process. When you go on vacation, as homeschoolers, we can go on vacation whenever we want. You know, make that a learning experience. We went on vacation. We did a dolphin tour. And whether they know it or not, they learned some stuff. They learned that the dolphins, like, they have the mind of an 8-year-old. They love to play. They love to be, you know,
they have a mind of a dog.
Egged on and stuff, you know, cheering. If you're cheering and clapping and laughing at them, they can hear that and they react to that just like a kid does. So, you know, that was a learning experience. Do they remember that? Will they? Maybe not. But it's something they learn. We took them to hot springs one year on vacation.
That's fun.
And all I wanted to do was to show them that the water's hot coming out of the ground. Okay, that seems so simple, but you ask, how is that a field trip? They may not remember why or how it does that, but they will remember that, hey, in Hot Springs, Arkansas, you can go and touch hot water any time of the year, touch the water any time of the year, and it's hot coming out of the ground. It's 104 degrees at ground temperature. It's hotter than that inside, but they'll remember that, and they still to this day say, hey, can we go, especially my little guy, can we go back to that place where the hot water comes out of the ground?
It's fun, though.
So, you know, it's fun, but it's educational. So, think outside the box. Now, Eager Beaver over here was going to...
I'm not Eager Beaver. And what's wrong with inside the box?
So,
Field trips.
Inside the box, take it away, Nini.
Skating rink.
Okay.
Gator farm, maybe?
Yeah, that's something we have here. Tell them about the gator farm. What would they learn at the gator farm?
When we went, we got to look at all kinds of alligators and crocodiles. And there was one little pool on the way out, and it had a lot of baby crocodiles, or alligators, I forgot which one, I think it was alligators. And they had duct taped their mouth up so you could pick them up and hold them like little babies.
She fun. Didn't hold it like a little baby. There was none of this. It was this.
I don't care.
What else do you think of that's kind of inside the box?
No, I only had two in mind.
Okay.
Help me think.
Well, museums. We don't have any in our town.
Museums.
Wax museums would be cool.
I just looked at the candle.
Museums. Any kind of museum, really.
Holocaust museum.
It doesn't have to be like the Holocaust Museum or the World War II Museum or anything like that. It doesn't have to be that. It can be a museum, a wax museum. You learn stuff about the wax figures there. What maybe they did, and this may be a rabbit hole that when they get home, they can go through and learn something more about it. It could be a car museum. My husband loves, well, we all do. We all love old cars. So going to a car museum where they've got all these old cars, you know.
The oil field. The oil field.
Okay, the oil field. My husband's in the oil field. There's an oil field museum about 2 hours from us that we have yet to go to because...
I thought we went to one.
Because, we did. We went to the one in Galveston. The offshore oil museum. But there's another one in Kilgore, Texas that we want to go to. And the 2 times we tried to go, we drove all the way over there and they were closed. So, anyway, but there's so many things to fill in those gaps. You can cooking dinner. It may not be a field trip as in you are leaving your home, but it is educational. It can serve. Here.
What?
Daughter, you use this recipe book and you make dinner tonight. Following a recipe, you're covering reading, You're covering measurements. There's
We're gonna-
chemistry properties involved, but
Gonna make food.
I don't know what the chemistry
Do
is
we
that
have-
happens, but yeah, things like that.
I'm gonna make that chicken thing.
No, you're not going to be home.
Oh.
You have the gator
Oh
camp.
yeah. Yeah.
Interruption here.
It's fun though.
So that's what today's thing was about. It doesn't have to be, going to the museum or going to a science museum or a kids museum, or it doesn't have to be what is normally thought as educational. Everyday life can prove to be educational. We've got chickens. Prime example, we've got chickens now. They should be laying eggs here, I don't know, shortly. They haven't started yet, but...
And we might get guts.
Okay.
Guts.
We may get guts.
Guts.
But just farming with the chickens, chicken farming, that's educational. Make the kids go out there and clean the coop, which mine don't.
It's stinky.
And pick the eggs and,
I'll pick the eggs.
all that stuff. This is good stuff. We can teach them why the fresh eggs don't need to be refrigerated and you don't need to clean them right away. These are learning things. Anything could be learning.
How to catch the chickens.
And how to catch the
very
chickens.
difficult.
So, this is me signing off before she just keeps us on here for 2 hours about random stuff that
But that's
applies to nothing.
Fun.
Anyway, like it, subscribe down below, thumbs up. I don't know what it does. I ain't never seen it before. So do that and come back in a few days because I'm going to have another one about...
Ooh, can we join again? Can I? Me. Yeah.
Anyway, bye everybody.
Bye-bye, random people.